on a monthly basis. This is not my idea. It's now in the law. There shall be free and compulsory education for every child from primary to junior secondary school. The first 9 years. We must now ask the government, when are you going to enforce this law? There is now compulsory health insurance for all Nigerians by law. And so when we live here, we must get ourselves together and ask questions. What the federal, state, and local governments are taking from Abuja every month now is 3 times what they were taking before. Why is it that our people are getting poorer? Please, National Human Rights Commission will work together here, because this center too wants to promote accountability. Every month, we must know what goes out to every tier of government. Okonjo Iweala, as Minister of Finance, was publishing statutory allocations every month. Why did this stop? Some governors went to the Accountant General's office. Please, you are inciting the people against law. Stop the publications. All of us now must know what is going to our local government. I told a governor recently, sir, the last time so much came to my local government. He said he was coming to see me. I said, why do you want to see me? I just want explanation. After payment of salary of about 60 million, what happened to about 450 million? So all of us must get ready, because it's not about voting. Many people have no money to even go to the voting center. And when you want to talk about voting in Nigeria, you must also be ready after casting your vote to stay there and ensure that it is counted in your presence. Otherwise, you know what I mean? When you talk about Professor Nwosu, there are professors in Nigeria and there are professors. Those who announce fake results, some of them are professors, fake results. When my friend Mike Ngini was resident commissioner in Akwa Ibom, he called 2 of them, 2 professors, took them to court and have them prosecuted and have them jailed for announcing fake results of elections. So that you can know what Nwosu stood for. And if we want more Nwosus in our society, we must be prepared to stand for principle, to stand for justice. Don't say this one is from that side of the country or from this side of the country. Injustice is injustice to every Nigerian. And for armed forces, I want to congratulate you for the rescue operation in Maiduguri, where 360 Nigerians captured for about 3 months were liberated on Sunday. We also want to thank the police, we want to congratulate the police for the operation in Ibadan. Very professional. And we're all watching it, that the lady that was kidnapped, the minister's sister, and her 2 sons were released, were rescued unarmed. We need more of it. This criminality of giving money, paying ransom, is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And that is why the business is thriving. The other one I think I should also let you know, you can tell the authorities. This business of negotiating with criminals, they even say some of them are repentant. And for that reason, you are giving them money, you are integrating them into the meaning. No! By virtue of Section 12 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act, negotiating with criminals, holding meetings with terrorists, carries a penalty of 20 years, no option of fine. Do you understand me? So that the government officials, of criminals, including teachers, one of them has been beheaded in our country. And we're talking of democracy. Can we go to elections under this condition? Nobody is safe any longer. And so I'm happy the members of the armed forces are here. I defend those of your members who are charged with before court martial in war-related matters. And I said it publicly, the Nigerian army has taken part in over 40 peacekeeping operations around the world, organized by the United Nations, ECOWAS, African Union, and wherever they went to perform, they did so credibly. They brought glorious medals for our country. But how can we not expect the same armed forces, not equipped, not motivated, to fight terrorists? And that's why we're in trouble. So here today, if we want democracy next year in the elections, we must ensure that kidnapping, abduction of Nigerians, including children, stops. Unfortunately, the representative of the Senate president has left. Senator Nwosu and June told Nigerians 2 weeks ago that abductions will stop 2 weeks after the election. Now what is going on now is because of the election. Please, let's tell you through the media, we want abductions to stop now. We can't wait until next year. For the majority of our people, elections are not about going to vote. As far as these guys are concerned, votes don't count. They have no belief in democracy. So in fact, they will think we are entertaining ourselves here by talking of credible elections. Those who are buying cars for themselves. Serap has just won a case. The National Assembly members allocated 110 billion to buy gifts for themselves, while our people are wallowing in their poverty. So when we are living here, we must go out and be determined to ask questions. You know the media, what they are promoting now is, where does this politician come from? What is his religion? Will people vote for him because he's a Igbo man or Yoruba man or Hausa or whatever? No. When you engage in such politics based on ethnicity, religion, and other primordial considerations, they are very happy because you are not asking questions about unemployment, about insecurity, about poverty. So they are very happy. Today, we have 18.5 million children on the street. That is before Boko Haram they are sending children out of school now. In the rural areas now, it's difficult to send your children to school. So we can't be talking of, like politicians, when we are gathered here, we can't be talking of election without addressing problems that will make election impossible next year. If terrorism continues, if abduction of people continue, it will be difficult to even campaign very soon. So I am therefore urging Nigerians, when politicians come around, please don't talk about religion. Ask them, you have been here for 4 or 8 years. What have you done about electricity, about the state of our roads, about our hospitals that are consulting clinics or even mortuaries now? Because they have no answers to those questions, they will fall by the wayside. Currently, this is important. The First Lady, the wife of the President, goes around now and announces donations to women. Please, under the National Social Investment Program Act, the government shall identify vulnerable people in our country.
Those are credible. Leaders serve with integrity. The center will be guided by 5 fundamental pillars. First, electoral integrity and reform, because democracy begins with trust in the ballot. We will support research, train observers, and advocate for stronger and more credible electoral systems across Nigeria and beyond. Second, human rights and justice, because democracy without human dignity is incomplete. We will work to protect the rights of citizens, especially the most vulnerable, and ensure that justice is not an ideal, but a reality. Third, civic education and citizen participation, because democracy only works when people are informed and engaged. We will empower citizens to understand their rights, their responsibilities, and their power. Fourth, and this is my favorite, leadership development for youths and women. It's time for the youths and women to be part of our democracy, to start leading. This is because the future of democracy depends on who leads it. And because of that, we will invest in new generation of leaders that will be grounded not just only in ambition, but integrity and service. Fifth, we're also going to be a research hub on policy innovations and documentation of elections, so that future elections we could learn from our mistakes and improve on it. We'll preserve history, generate ideas, help shape the future of democratic governance. Together, these pillars serve one mission: to protect democracy, strengthen institutions, and prepare leaders for tomorrow. But this center is not just about the past. My father is gone. We should look towards the future. It's about what we chose to do now as a nation. It's about carrying forward a legacy, not as a memory, but as action. So today, I invite all of us to rise, not only in remembrance, but in responsibility. Let us build a nation where truth is never silent, where integrity is never negotiable, where democracy is not taken for granted, but fiercely protected. Because if one man could stand firm in the face of immense pressure, then all of us together can build a future worthy of this courage. I leave you with 3 words: integrity, democracy, legacy. Thank you.
Excellency, Chief Emeka Ihedioma. Please let's welcome you.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Justice Aboki, I'm sure you all know that I have huge respect for the Nigerian Supreme Court. So, Mr. Chairman, when you refused or forgot to acknowledge me, I never took offense. I understand, sir. Mr. President of the Senate, ably represented, Your Eminence is the man of today I'm listening to, our senior advocate of Nigeria, who is an epitome. The governance, advocacy in our nation. Emeka, my dear brother, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I didn't expect to be invited to give a good message, but I thank the National Human Rights Commission and organizers who has followed through to appreciate a man who has put his name through his efforts and actions, wrote his name in gold. And I think for all of us here, it's important for you to understand that after your sojourn on earth, you remembered for your works while you lived. I enjoin the men and women of conscience to know that a day like this will come. I have come to celebrate Professor Humphrey Nwosu because he earned it. He decided to take action, knowing that someday, all these good works will be remembered. And I urge all of us that when we are privileged and opportune to be in positions of authority today, someday we will not be there. And when we are not there, we will remember for our good works. I thank God that till today I'm being remembered for my positive impact in Nigeria's democracy. And I urge you all to strive to do the same. May God bless you, and I hope that next year will be part of these celebrations. Thank you very much.
Mr. Deputy Speaker and the former Imo State Governor, Chief Emeka Ihedioha. Please let's appreciate him once again. We have so many lists of people wanting to give us goodwill messages, but I also have a singular honor and privilege to introduce to us here this afternoon the person who represents the Senate President. He is Senator Adeniyi Adebomire, SAN, the chair Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters. And to our host of this event, he is no other person than the Chief Executive Officer of the National Human Rights Commission, our own very Executive Secretary, Chief Tony Ojukwu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic. Your Excellencies, distinguished personalities, we have in the room today a royal figure, a traditional figure, and we refer to him as our royal father of the day. His Eminence Dr. Eberechukwu Orji is the Eze Arrow of the Arrochukwu people. We also have in the room today Engineer Emeka Nwosu. Engineer Emeka Nwosu, we recognize him today as the son of Professor Humphrey Nwosu. Let's put our hands together. We have a prominent personality who speaks so loud and clear. He is the voice of the voiceless. He is the voice of the less privileged. He is a renowned legal practitioner. He is no other than Femi Falana, SAN. Your Excellencies, I also have the singular honor and privilege to recognize and welcome today His Excellency Emeka Ihedioha, a former governor of Imo State and a former deputy speaker. Thank you for joining us. Also in this room this afternoon is Ms. Ama Pepo, the former head of service of the Federation. Thank you for joining us. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and privilege to also recognize and welcome this afternoon to this very auspicious event a former Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, a personality who played a very, very crucial role during the 1993 elections, Dr. Buhari Bello, MFR, NNI, also the former chairman of Federal Road Safety Board. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Professor Joy Ezilo is also here with us. She's an SAN, she's a live bencher. Thank you very much for making it today with us. I also have the singular honor and privilege to welcome to this auspicious occasion Honorable Captain Kashmir Nwafo, the chairman of Rumbano Local Government Area. Thank you very much. In the room is also the representative of the Vice Chancellor of Yakubu Gowon University, Abuja, Professor Otaki Alanana. His NOD has been seated there very, very quietly on the Zooming, but very, very prominently recognized. Please let's put our hands together for him. We also have the representative of the chairman of bandits, Mrs. Ifeoma Aguna.
Unwavering commitment to national development. Born on 15 November 1958, Professor Oti has devoted over 4 decades to advancing education, scientific research, institutional development, and human capacity building. Her distinguished academic journey is marked by outstanding achievements, including a first-class Bachelor of Agriculture degree in soil science, a Master of Science in Soil Science, a postgraduate diploma in Irrigation Engineering with distinction from the Catholic University of Leuven, Belgium, and a Doctor of Philosophy in Soil Science Technology, for which she received prestigious NUC Best PhD Award at the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Beginning her academic career at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka in 1983, and subsequently joining FUTO in 1990, Professor Oti rose through the ranks through diligence, excellence, and dedication to service. Throughout her career, she has held numerous strategic positions, including Head of Department University Examinations Officer, Chairman of the Gender Policy Committee, Dean of Postgraduate School, Chairman of the Committee of Deans, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Member of the Governing Council, and Delegate to 2014 National Conference. As the 8th substantive Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Professor Oti has provided transformational leadership, strengthening academic standards, promoting innovation, expanding research opportunities, fostering institutional growth, and enhancing the university's national and global reputation. Her administration continues to inspire a culture of excellence, accountability, inclusiveness, and sustainable development. As a respected authority in soil science and environmental conservation, Professor Oti has edited scholarly publications and authored over 70 academic papers and numerous
important center of excellence is made. So I humbly call on the Executive Secretary, National Human Rights Commission, Chief Tony Ojukwu FR, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, to please do us the honor of convening.
Can I unveil without talking now? I have to talk now. Anyway, this is a great moment of our lives that Professor Humphrey Nwosu lives on. I joined the National Electoral Commission in 1989, coming immediately after Dr. Buhari, who was my director, and we worked with the family. I remember the very day that Justice Femi gave a ruling that the digital election should not in the night. It was by 10 o'clock in the night. Myself and Baribelo were in court. So when the ruling was given that the election was postponed, we ran off to Professor Nwosu's house. We sat on the floor. We couldn't sit on the chair because we were shivering, we were crying. That all the labor, all the effort, by then all the national commissioners had already gone to the field. It was only Professor Humphrey Nwosu and Buhari and myself who were still in Abuja. Everybody had gone. Well, the rest is history. So, as we do this today, it is with nostalgic feelings that this man who contributed to lay the foundation for the democracy we have today needs to live on, especially considering the fact that we have been finding it so difficult to get credible elections since after the June 12th election. So this is in a wake-up call. It was only in 1993 by Professor Humphrey Nwosu. Nigeria can still do it again. So as we unveil this center today, please join me, my Lord, Prof, Emeka, and Mr. Dino. Can we unveil this?